Hello everyone. In physics class we are doing second chapter of class 12, that is electric potential and capacitance. In this chapter, in our previous classes, we have discussed about the electric potential and electric potential energy for a system of charges, relation between potential and potential energy, equipotential surfaces, relation between electric field intensity and potential, and some few more basics of these topics. So today in this class we are going to discuss about the potential energy of dipole in a uniform electric field. And in our first chapter, electrostatics, first chapter, we have already discussed the topic, the presence of dipole in the uniform electric field. I think by this diagram we are going to recapitulate this topic. Just fastly we are going to recall it and then we are going to start our current topic. So minus q plus q, this is a dipole which is present in a uniform electric field whose direction is from downward to upward. And suppose this dipole is making angle theta with the electric field. Negative to positive is the direction of dipole moment, p vector. It is making theta angle on this. So on this charge, the force is acting F is equals to minus QE downward. On this charge, F is equals to plus QE acting on this charge. These two equal and opposite forces acting on the dipole are forming a couple. Therefore, there is a toe which is going to rotate this dipole in the direction of electric field. And that toe was given by cross product of dipole moment and electric field intensity. Toe was equals to P cross E. So toe is equals to PE sine theta. Where sine theta? Theta is the angle between P and E, direction of dipole moment and the electric field intensity. This topic we have already discussed in our first chapter. So if you want to revise that in the playlist, you can check that the toe acting on a dipole in the uniform electric field. You can revise this topic from there. Today we are going to use this result that whenever dipole is present in the external electric field, uniform electric field, our toe is acting on it and that toe is trying to rotate this dipole in the direction of electric field. So this one is the knowledge, the information about it which we have already discussed in the detail in our previous chapter. So we are discussing potential energy. So potential energy of dipole in uniform electric field. Again, the potential energy is the energy possessed by this dipole by virtue of its particular position in the field. At which position it is located, at which angle it is there, that energy due to its position is known as potential energy. Or the work done, we can say the amount of work done in rotating this dipole against this toe is known as potential energy, because potential energy is the form of work done in moving this, rotating this. When we were discussing about the charge particles, we are bringing charge particle from infinity to a particular position. That was the linear motion. But here in this case, this is the rotational motion. So, the amount of work done, suppose I am rotating, trying to rotate this dipole through a small angle d theta against this toe acting on it, because whenever the dipole is present in the uniform electric field, a toe is acting on it and we want to change the position of this dipole in the electric field. So we need to do some work against this toe. Suppose we want to rotate the dipole through the angle d theta, very small angle. So if we want to rotate it through a very small angle, we need to do a very small work. We know work done is given by force into displacement. That is the case for linear motion. But here, because it is here is a rotational motion, so work done will be given by tau into d theta. Force will be replaced by tau. Linear displacement will be replaced by angular displacement, because here the dipole will rotate. So angular displacement will be there. Okay, angular displacement is denoted by theta and tau is the replacement of force. Means rotational effect of force is tau. In rotational motion, work done will be given by tau d theta. dW is the small amount of work done in rotating the dipole through a small angle. So putting the value of tau, Pe sin theta d theta. This is dW, small amount of work done in rotating the dipole through a small angle. So total work done, W is that one work done which is going to rotate the dipole from one position to another position. Suppose the first position is making theta 1 angle of the dipole with electric field, and the final position is making theta 2 angle between the dipole and the electric field. So it will be given by theta 1 to theta 2 Pe sin theta d theta. We are going to rotate this dipole from one position to another. Suppose first position is making angle theta between P and E, and that final position is making another angle theta 2 between P and E. So D is with theta. So integration of theta term will be there. Remaining terms will come outside. It will be P E theta 1 to theta 2 sin theta d theta. And the integration of sin theta is equals to minus cos theta. Integration of sin theta is minus cos theta. So putting the value, W will be equals to minus Pe cos theta, and the limits are theta 1 to theta 2. So it will be minus Pe cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. Because when we have limits, we are going to apply this upper limit minus lower limit. Upper limit is theta 2 and lower limit is theta 1. So this work done, or you can say potential energy, is equals to minus Pe cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. I hope this concept is clear to you. I am just repeating this thing. Whenever dipole is present in the electric field, there is a tau acting on it because of these equal and opposite charges. So equal and opposite force is acting on it due to the presence of this external field. These two equal and opposite forces making tau, which try to rotate the dipole in the direction of electric field, and that tau is given by P cross E, or we can say tau is equals to Pe sin theta. Now potential energy is the energy possessed by the dipole due to its position, by virtue of its position, particular position in the electric field. So if we want to change its position, so by some angle, if we want to rotate it by some angle, we need to do some work on it against this tau. That work is given by tau d theta. In linear motion, work done is given by force into displacement, and in rotational motion it is given by tau into theta. Linear displacement, angular displacement, force, and this is the rotational effect of force, that is tau. So rotating through angle, small angle d theta, then the amount of work done will be also small, dW. dW will be equals to this. Now if finally we have to do total work done, we want to calculate the total work done in rotating this dipole from one position to another. Suppose first position initial is making theta 1 angle with the electric field, and the final position where we want to bring it after the rotation, that is making theta 2 angle with the electric field. So total work done will be given by, with these limits, theta 1, theta 2, Pe sin theta d theta. D theta means the integration of theta term will be there. Remaining terms will act as constant. We can keep them outside. Theta 1, theta 2, sin theta d theta. and the integration of sine theta is minus cos theta. So this is minus cos theta, minus is here. Then we put the limits, and the mechanism for putting the limit is upper limit minus lower limit, cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. Now keep this thing in your mind that theta 1 is the initial position, that theta 1 is the angle that is between the P and E when initially where the dipole was present, and theta 2 is the angle between P and E when finally we have put the dipole by doing this work done. So this is given by this one. I hope this concept is clear to you. Now we are going to discuss some cases of the various position, and then we are going to find out the potential energy. The expression for potential energy we are having is minus PE cos theta 2 minus cos theta 1. In exam any condition may come. Suppose first condition it is saying कि initially it is present like this कि this cos theta 1 initially I am talking, this is parallel to the electric field, parallel to the electric field means initially dipole is present like this and we want to rotate it here, so we need to do some work. So initially it is parallel to electric field, dipole is parallel to electric field. Okay, so theta 1 will be 0 degree, and then we want to rotate this dipole. If dipole is present like this and we want to rotate in some another position which is making theta angle with electric field. Okay, so final angle theta 2 is theta. Then potential energy will be given by minus PE cos theta, cos 0 is minus 1. In exam and numericals any situation can be asked. So this thing should be clear to you. These are the magnitude of dipole moment in electric field. Theta 1 is the angle between P and E of initial position of dipole before rotating, and theta 2 is the angle between P and E after rotation, final position of the dipole. So it is saying initially dipole is parallel to E. So theta 1 is 0 and finally we are rotating it through some angle that is making theta. So U is equals to minus PE cos theta minus 1. Second condition is suppose initially that dipole is present perpendicular to the electric field, means dipole is present like this, minus Q plus Q, perpendicular with the direction of electric field. So theta 1 is 90 and then we want to rotate it through some another angle that is theta. Initially dipole is perpendicular to electric field. Okay, so and theta 2 is theta. Finally we are going to rotate this dipole and that is going to fix at this position. So this is given by minus PE. Theta 2 is theta minus cos 90 degree, that is 0 degree. So it is minus PE cos theta. PE cos theta. Theta is angle between P and E. I can write it U is equals to minus P dot E. Because the dot product between the vectors is magnitude of first into magnitude of second into cosine of angle between them. P dot E is PE cos theta. So potential energy is given by minus P dot E. This is the condition when initially dipole was present perpendicular to the electric field. This was the condition when initially dipole was present parallel to the electric field, and this is when initially dipole was present perpendicular to the electric field. And finally we are going to rotate it by some angle and it is going to make the angle theta with the electric field. So in this case these are the values. The main expression is this one and this is going to means amend according to the given situation. So this is this. Now one more point is there, the equilibriums. stable equilibrium, unstable equilibrium. Okay, so stable equilibrium. Stable equilibrium means dipole is going to be stable, no force, no work is acting on it. Which can, when can it be possible? When dipole is parallel to the electric field. Means suppose initially it was perpendicular to the electric field, and if we are rotating it through 90-degree angle and we are keeping it here, okay, we are finally the dipole is parallel to the electric field. This torque, the work of this torque is to rotate the dipole in the direction of electric field. So when dipole is parallel to field, that will be the condition of stable equilibrium. Okay, and u is equals to minus Pe cos theta. So theta is equals to 0 degree. Finally, we are talking about final position. Finally, if the dipole is at the position parallel to the electric field, theta is 0. So cos 0 is 1 minus Pe. This is representing the condition of stable equilibrium. It can be asked as a conceptual question in 1 marks questions, like what will be the potential energy of dipole in stable equilibrium. This will be given by minus Pe. Unstable equilibrium. The most unstable equilibrium for dipole will be when dipole is present like this. Here is minus q and here is plus q. Means it is making 180-degree angle with the electric field. This will be the most unstable equilibrium position when this dipole is anti-parallel with the electric field. So theta will be equals to 180 degree. When we put theta is equals to 180 degree, minus Pe cos 180 degree, cos 180 is minus 1, so u is equals to plus Pe. So there is means not a much difference. You are going to accept the concept. When dipole is parallel to electric field, it is the stable equilibrium. When dipole is anti-parallel with the electric field, it is the condition of unstable equilibrium. For stable equilibrium, u is equals to minus Pe. For unstable equilibrium, u is equals to plus Pe. Now, one more question is there which is frequently asked in the exams, that the position of zero energy. Position of zero energy, where potential energy is 0. U is equals to minus Pe cos theta. Potential energy when can be 0? Because the electric field is present. Of course, E magnitude is not 0. Dipole is present and some dipole moment is also there. Then how can we make this U 0? It is product of 3 terms. These 2 terms cannot be 0. If E is 0, that means electric field is not present there, but electric field is here. Dipole moment can not also be 0 because dipole is present there. So the condition is that cos theta will be equals to 0. And when can it possible? When theta is equals to 90 degree. Means when dipole is perpendicular to the direction of electric field, then the potential energy is 0. This is the condition of zero potential energy. Zero potential energy. And which is this condition? When dipole is perpendicular to electric field. So this is the condition, this is the state when potential energy is 0. This one is our final expression for potential energy. Any condition, any question can be asked on this. Just keep in mind that theta 1 is the angle between P and E initially. What was the initial position of dipole? And theta 2 is the angle between P and E when the dipole is finally placed, which is that new position. First condition, when dipole was initially parallel to electric field, theta will be 0, this will become 1. Second condition, when initially dipole was perpendicular to the electric field, so this will will become 0, cos 90 is 0, we get this. And by this expression, we have find out the condition of stable equilibrium, unstable equilibrium and 0 potential energy. Stable equilibrium when dipole is parallel to electric field, unstable equilibrium when dipole is anti-parallel to electric field, and potential energy is 0 when electric field is perpendicular with the dipole moment. So I hope this concept is clear to you. If still you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. So sufficient for today. Have a nice day.